My first invitation to an Indian wedding was an experience I will never forget. A friend of mine invited me to come to his brother's wedding. I arrived to India from Nepal in the very early hours of the morning. My friend arranged for a transport that picked me from the lovely desert city of Jaisalmer, also known as the Golden City of India. This wedding lasted for 3 full days. The first day at the groom's home, the second day at the bride's home, and the third day is more of a reception where people get together. I only managed to attend 2.5 days because I was a little bit late. I came all the way from Nepal to India. Unfortunately, I was in Nepal, so I had to travel from Nepal by train, which took 36 hours to get to Rajasthan. Once I got to Rajasthan, I was taken straight to the wedding venue, and they were driving the car with the groom around the yard. It's like a celebration. After that, the groom gets out of the car and his mother starts waving money around just to welcome him home as a groom, because he left home as a man or a boy. Now he comes back as a groom. After the money gift ceremony, we all got in cars and went to the bride's village. You do not see the bride on the first day. If you're lucky, you see the bride on the second day. If not, you'll see the bride on the third day of the wedding. The bride lived some 10 to 20 kilometers away, and we had to drive at night to go to the village, and we will stop from time to time while they check if the car were in this happy convoy. 6 in the morning at the bride's village, all the men gather around the fire because it was a little bit cold. Tea was prepared and we were all given tea. What I learned is that in India they do things completely different from how we do things in the West. The groom arrived dressed up for the occasion. Finally, it was time for the groom to walk through the bride's village. We walked with him very slowly with music accompanying us until we got to the bride's home, where many gifts exchange hands. One thing I've learned with Indian weddings is that there are loads of gifts and presents, more especially from the bride's parents. My friend's brother was gifted a fridge, a washing machine, drying machine, a double bed, blankets, kitchen utensils, so many gifts. But money is the language of the day. They give so much money to the groom and again so much money to the bride. The Indian tradition and culture of arranged marriages is a very important one. Divorce is not on the menu. Families come together, they live together. Here, my friend's brother married to the same family that his older brother married to. In other words, the 2 brothers married the 2 sisters from the same home. And that means they're all going to live in one big house as one family, because family life in India is very important. The groom sat outside the gates of the bride's home while they performed this wonderful ceremony. It was a hot afternoon. I don't understand how they managed to wear all these clothing, all these jackets, the turban, the hat on such a hot day. And here the groom is welcomed by the bride's family. They shower him with gifts, with money, and the bride's mother welcomed him, and he put this little necklace, this little bracelet around her neck to show that he is going to be a very good son-in-law. Finally, the groom walks into the bride's home and meet the bride. We all get to see the bride, but you cannot really see her face because in their tradition, the woman has to keep her face covered with this veil. Only the husband is the one who can see her, and only the husband can give permission for the bride to uncover her face. In Hindu culture, there's a tradition that once the bride and groom meet at the bride's home, they are joined with an orange ribbon. Bride will be following the groom. Wherever the groom walks or wherever the groom goes, the bride will follow. Fascinating. Bride and groom coming out. The Hindu culture does things very, very different compared to how we do things in the West. The wedding is divided into two. While the groom is busy in his village being tended to with only males, it can be boys, old men, young men, they're all in one big tent enjoying the wedding. And on the other hand, in a village far away, it will be the bride and her family and friends getting her ready for the wedding. So it's like a different wedding party. So on the first day, you have two different wedding parties in two different villages. The bride and the groom walking around the fire at the bride's home is one amazing cultural experience that I have never seen anywhere. I guess it blew the two families together. First, you see the groom leading the walk around this little fire, and after that there's a change of gifts. The men and the women of the village will bring more money gifts and other types of gifts, and the bride and groom will go and sit down, and they repeat that same process, but they keep changing on the lead of who is leading the walk. First is the groom leading the walk with the bride following, and secondly is the bride leading the walk while the groom follows. This process will be repeated over and over for a few hours. Remember, in India, there's no rush. India is like the Caribbean. Just have to take it easy, my friend. Don't rush. They say, just enjoy. A good sign of being welcomed by the bride's family is that the two families will get together and give the groom a very good welcome and a send-off. The groom will leave the home of the bride alone, and the bride will remain at home for 15 to 20 days while they teach her how to be a good wife, how she must treat her marriage. And here you can see the groom is very welcomed. They are carrying him through the village into the car and back to his own village where the celebration continues. Watch very carefully. As you see, it's only men, boys and old men here, not a single female around. Well, that's part of their culture. The groom left the village a single man, and now he's back a married man, and everybody welcomes him with open arms, many gifts and a lot of cash being waved around him and given to him. You must be asking yourself a question: where is the money going? Who is the money given to? The gifts of cash is given to the minder. On the groom's side, the money gifts will be handled by the best man or the groomsman. And on the bride's side, the cash gift will be handled by the bridesmaid. The money is support for them to start a new family, because many of these arranged marriages, you'll find that both groom and brides, they are not working, or maybe they have not started work, or maybe they've just finished college or university. The secret behind all the cash gifts and many amazing gifts for a new married couple. Lovely tan to the sky coming out. Some good. That's nice. In this part of the video, you will see the groom celebrating at his home in a big marquee, in a big tent. And the same will be happening at the bride's family home, where she will be celebrating with mostly the ladies. Here they slaughtered 5 goats, and only the men were eating together and drinking together. The women were on the other side of the home preparing the food.
हाँ एकदम साफ फोटो आवे दे
अच्छा आना चाहिए
What is this? Garlic. Oh, it goes from there. To here. To the machine. And to there. Garlic puree. Oh, garlic puree. You call it lesson. Mariwari?
मारवाड़ी
Oh, Mariwari. Okay.
मारवाड़ी लोग
You Mariwari?
oh this one
Very pretty, yes. Pretty girl in Rajasthan. Very pretty. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, you want video? Hello. Yes. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Mutton.
Mutton, okay.
Something more tea, coffee.
Wow. That's mutton right there.
How are you?
I'm alright, thank you. Go to mutton. It's a big production. This is where they store their water.
Danka.
They call it a tank. And over there, they're washing all the dishes. Beautiful sky.
The wedding lasted for 3 full days. The first wedding day was at the groom's home, where only males attend. The second day was at the bride's home, where the groom's family attends the wedding with the groom's friends and relatives.
You're not scared of falling off there? You're living dangerously, kid.
And finally, the third day is where people gather together. They get the chance to meet the bride, and we all gather in this huge tent, a marquee.
अरे जद मोथ पियो ए दूरा मर दीदी मई पति जिसले मीरा अरे सोडा बुला दो हे मोन बदू परमारो अरे जद मोथ पियो ए दूरा मर दीदी मई पति जिसले मीरा ए आप बसोने मिठी मारवाड़ में खमा आप बसोने मिठी मारवाड़ में उठो थोनो मन्नड़ लेलीबा अनाथ तोरे होने अधूरी हमारा ये आप बसोने बड़ी मारवाड़ में उठो थोनो मन्नड़ लेलीबा अनाथ तोरे होने अधूरी हमारा
All old men and all old brothers.
Oh, yeah, they're all brothers?
Ah,
Wow.
old men are all brothers.
They're all brothers.
Ah, all brothers and Kemcho.
Okay.
Ah. Very nice picture.
Yes. Yamosta.
अरे वाह वाह सेरा वाह
पर उड़ा है ना तो
they are brothers, these two? Okay, wow. Yeah, Rajasthan mustard. Okay. Rajasthan well known for mustard. You come in as well.
अरे कराड़ो दादी बनवान भराय में ए थोरुड़े